I'm playing as a little cartoon blue hedgehog, and I've got little like alien fairies flying all around me.
See, this sounds like some shit is just it's serious and then it gets goofy. It sounds like a terrible like Assassin's Creed. Ew, Jesus. Finally, people. This is the one that's the most fun to me. This the story we have today. If you watched again one of those smaller shows that we reproduce on Double Toast, the movie review extravaganza, or the Roast and Toast, all this, whatever. You may have heard of them in passing. They're not us. Again, the number one show in video games on the internet right now.
Yes.
There was a certain movie review we just did last week for a movie called The Foreigner, or if you read the book, The Chinaman. I can understand why they changed the name, but with The Foreigner, I think we all gave it passable reviews. I think Gertz and Coleman gave it a matinee.
Yeah.
I gave it a rental, and then
Martin.
Our resident. Our resident old man. No, we love you, Martin. Our resident geriatric visitor, Martin, gave it a full price. And we all had our certain complaints about it, certain aspects of it that we liked and didn't like. I think we all liked Jackie Chan's part, but I think some of the things we didn't like were throwing in multiple story threads and a whole bunch of chaos that was ensuing that it was really hard to follow. But one thing, I can't really tell if we liked it or not because it was just so weird.
Yeah.
Was the music. With the music, I was going to just give you guys a rundown. Like, oh, we said this. But fuck it, we got the archive footage right here. We can show it to you.
One thing that we all noticed, I think, the musical score in this movie is batshit insane.
Out of control, man.
I'm glad you brought up Streets of Rage because this sounds like a Sega Genesis game.
Yeah, somebody gave this one dude a Casio keyboard and he just went crazy. I mean, he hung on the one notes for like minutes.
I looked it up because I was like, all right, like when it's that noticeable, I want to know who did this. And
Martin's
it's the same guy that did the score for Drive. Yeah, that's people. Y'all gotta look at this video right here because you can tell like when Martin's about to get like we didn't like something, but Martin like you can tell this with all of us actually.
Yeah.
Well, some of us liked something and the other persons didn't. Like I think when we reviewed It Comes at Night. Like I really liked it, but I know Martin and Coleman weren't big fans of it. So I was like, man, this is great. And the whole time they're like, ain't nothing coming. This is stupid. This is a dumb fucking movie. I'm just sitting there like,
Yeah.
all right. So yes, you can see the same look on Martin's face. It's like, this nigga about to say something. I'm gonna choke him out. but I will continue with this. And it's the same guy that did the score for Drive.
That's what I thought.
And Neon Demon. So like it's along those same lines of like that
same kind of Giorgio Moroder kind of thing.
Yeah, you can see the dude playing and just
doing runs.
It's like a car blowing.
I hit the movie.
It's like an overcast shot.
I gotta go back. I'm sorry. One more time. Martin's face.
Yeah.
Where is it? It's like, there it is.
Yeah.
You can see him roll his eyes like, I hate these people. I'm gonna kill them all when I'm done with this show today.
It was one of those times where he really, really liked that movie a lot. And like every time we brought up a criticism of it that we had, he just did not see it. There wasn't a point where he was like, "Nah, I see where you like." He's I see where you guys are coming from. You're like, oh, "That's a good point." He was just like, "Nah, I just don't agree." Which, to be fair, he didn't agree. I'm not chastising him for that, but it was
a staunch. I don't agree.
Yeah, he was pretty adamant about his feelings about this one.
Yeah, and it's understandable. We all have these movies that we probably see more and identify more with than each other, and it happens.
Mine was It. Like I loved that, and anytime like when Corey and Martin were ragging, I was like, the movie's fucking great.
I saw you. Yeah. I'm like, y'all, he's gonna stab me. I'm just sitting there quiet, like, I'm not getting stabbed today. But with that, basically a movie that had music that fit nothing that was going on the screen. There's a moment in here, I'm not going to keep playing the video that we have here, where Gert says there's like a sweeping shot of like downtown London, and it just playing this. So, like it just the score just loses its fucking mind. And this got me thinking. Have there been any games where the game was good or the game was passable or enjoyable, but the score was just out of control. But it was still an interesting score because nobody said the score was bad in The Foreigner.
No.
We just said, yo, this isn't fitting what's going on right now. It's like watching somebody get stabbed and they start playing like The Entertainer.
Yeah.
Like, yo, don't do that. So I was like, all right, what's a certain game for me, and this is just one of them. What's a certain game for me where the game was cool, the music was good, but they just did not match, and it was a match made in hell. For me, one of them, I think we both have two. For one of them, it is this game right here, The Prince of Persia: The Warrior Within. This was the sequel to Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. Again, one of the best games ever. It's definitely in my top 10, if not my top 5 of great games. With The Prince of Persia: The Warrior Within, you're thinking, all right, this is a game. It's set in Persia. It's not in modern times. And you expect to hear either like some grandiose drums or maybe that Jesus has been stabbed in the desert music. Yeah, like shit like that. The soundtrack to the Passion of the Christ. But you think it's gonna be basically this?
No man can.
Ready your weapons!
He must discover his strength. He must discover his courage.
I have come too far to fail.
Some people are like, what the hell is happening? Listen, this game came out in like 2002. This is what games looked like back then. Blurry and everything. But you had games like this, so you're thinking, all right, like I'm expecting the music to be along the lines of an epic journey or be like Middle Eastern, Persian, like music like that. Mm-hmm. But they said no and decided to throw in this.
One fate, one million ways to defy it. Prince of Persia, Warrior Within.
And some of y'all watching like, oh, well, that was just the commercial. Like, that makes no sense. No. Anytime you be chased by this creature called the Dahaka, that shit would kick in. That doesn't fit what's going on the screen at all. But it's good music. I like Godsmack. I have no problem with that song. That's probably one of my favorite rock songs, actually. But yeah, doing Godsmack on top of the Prince of Persia while I'm being chased by this giant demonic creature, it makes no sense. And this is great. It's a great game, great gameplay. It's a good song. But this does not match. Nothing on the screen matches going on with what's going on in the game. It's just wild, random shit that's going on. And you're like, all right, that's what it is. But Gertz, he also had one.
Yeah.
And the one I'll bring up first for you. Actually, Gertz has two. And the one I'll bring up first for him, it comes from this lovely game, of course.
Yeah.
Of fucking course. Sonic. Who would have fucking thunk Sonic the goddamn Hedgehog shows up in Gertz's favorite things of all time, or favorite songs / weird things going on. So Sonic, Gertz.
Yeah.
Yes, continue.
So yeah, in Sonic Colors, there's a point in the game, and it's near the end of the game, to be fair. So it makes sense there'll be a little bit of a musical change, kind of like with Prince of Persia when that event goes on. I imagine that's something that doesn't happen all that often.
No, it's usually that mystical Persian music going on, the orchestral stuff.
So this one, like, it's kind of like the reverse, because it's Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a cartoon hedgehog fighting a fat man. So you'd expect the music to be kind of lively and like bouncy and kind of kind of cartoonish. Mm-hmm. And then you get to the final boss of this game, and they've got this huge, sweeping, epic choir behind it. Mm-hmm. And while this is going on, and it's building up to this crescendo, and the music, it is fucking great sounding, but I'm playing as a little cartoon blue hedgehog, and I've got little like alien fairies flying all around me, fighting a giant robot. So it's kind of weird.
See, this sounds like some shit is just, it's serious and then it gets goofy. It sounds like a terrible, like Assassin's Creed. Ew, Jesus. If I don't show up in the next show, y'all know who it is. Y'all know who did it.
Did you ever compare Sonic to Assassin's Creed?
I just did.
Motherfucker.
No, but Gertz has this music from Sonic Colors. He sent me a 30-minute long clip, so I don't know where you want me to start in this.
You get it within like the first 20 seconds.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here's Sonic Colors and the music does not go along with it. Now, I just want you to imagine in your head right now, because the clip that I have, it doesn't have the gameplay going on. It just says Sonic Colors. It says this. It don't have music playing.
Yeah.
I want you to imagine in your head, you're in Green Hill Zone, right?
Yeah, imagine Green Hill Zone.
Imagine Green Hill Zone. You're starting out. You remember, let's go having fun. There's so much colors. There's insects and fucking trees moving, and it's fun. And then imagine this music kicking in. That's cool.
It's good music. That's the thing. I remember when I played the game, I was like, this is really good music. Man, this is intense for Sonic the Hedgehog.
It sounds like somebody's going to die in the next 10 seconds if he doesn't save them quick enough.
Yeah.
And let me fast forward in this song and see if it gets more or less intense. It's weird because I can hear like, all right, I know where this fits in, like that. Like, all right, this sounds
Yeah.
like just an updated version of a 8-bit game.
That melody sounds like a Sonic kind of melody.
Yeah, but the chorus in the back, that chorus is losing his fucking mind, man.
About to come back.
Like, yo, chill. Like, I just want to run and jump, get rings. I don't do all this extra shit. But yeah, Sonic Colors. Yeah, of course. Gertz,
Yeah.
Sonic. I was like, pick a game. He's like, Sonic. I'm like, okay.
To be fair, it wasn't the first one I sent you.
No, actually, we can get to that one now. So Gertz sent me
Okay.
two. I said, yo, give me two games where you think the music, it could be good or great, but it doesn't match the game, which could be good, great, or trash in the way of Sonic Colors. But
Hey!
the way I'm coughing so weird recently, Jesus. Trash Sonic Colors. But Gertz sent me another one. And I so wish Deuce was here. Deuce, our resident weeb.
Oh, yeah.
Deuce
He would love this
is
game.
a big proponent of Japanese culture, Japanese music, and Japanese anime. And I was surprised to get to some Gertz because I know he's been a fan of certain animes like DBZ. If you can't tell, follow him on social media. Frieza is his god. But with the second I saw this title, I said, wait a second, isn't that mech game? Isn't that? Oh, Lord, it is. And I'm talking about Zone of Enders, people.
Yep.
Or Zone of the Enders. And when Gertz sent me this, I was like, all right, how crazy or goofy can this music get? Because it's a crazy and goofy ass premise. Your boy Hideo Kojima is behind this. So you're like, all right, it's already going to be some epic level crazy ass shit going on.
And this is his only game that I've really liked a lot, particularly the second one. Which
Okay.
is where this is from.
All right, so you have you're thinking, all right, we just saw these 3 anime characters. What kind of game is this? For you people that don't know about it, it is a mech game, or basically you're dealing in a. For y'all who don't know what a mech is, it's a giant robot suit, the Megazord. We'll throw it that way, or Gundam if you don't know what that is.
Giant Japanese robot.
There you go, Pacific Rim. So you're flying around in a giant mech, and you have some music going on. You expect it to be this high flowing, full energetic thing, but you turn around and get.
Oh, you get some stabbed in the desert type music.
Here you go, people. Enjoy.
again, it's like cool music, but I just was not expecting this in a giant mech game.
It sounded like he was just warming up for what he was going to do in Metal Gear 4.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to fuck this shit up. Now again, imagine flying around in this and shooting all these giant ships and other giant flying creatures and whatever the fuck this is. What is that down here?
That's another mech.
It looks like a teacher chastising her students.
You better kill that mech, you motherfucker.
Yeah, what is that? But imagine, again, you playing that and hearing this.
This part kind of fits. It's when that choir comes in.
Choir, that's one chick.
Just one chick going,
It's just her. It's like, don't you associate me with other people. That is me. I'm doing the work. But so Gertz had his too with Sonic, Colors, trash. And so at the end, it's a great game. Hideo Kojima. Woo! Yay! So
I think they're both really good games, and I think they both have really good music. It's just at times the music is like, whoa, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I'll go ahead and take the crown for the weirdest game.
I knew you were gonna have a good one for this.
Actually, it shouldn't come out of nowhere because when you think of this, if I say the name of this game, you're going to think. Actually, I could just play the first song I'm going to pick from this game, and you already know what it is. It's a very popular game. I would imagine to say that everybody in this room, and most likely everybody watching this show, has played it. And you're thinking, I was about to say Coleman. That is not me.
That is not you.
Thank God. But no, I was going to say Goodwin. You say, what could this game be? What in the world could you play? And I know it from the second I hear. I could play the first 5 seconds of this song, and you know what it is. I'm not even going to show it. I'm gonna switch the screen to black. I want you to all clear your minds. Clear your minds. Now, what game is this?
I wanna take you for a ride. I wanna take you for a ride. I wanna take you for a ride.
It's there, bitches. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the game, I think the winner of all time of music that does not match what's going on in the game at all. People, if you haven't played Marvel vs. Capcom 2, first of all, where the fuck have you been?
Yeah.
Second of all, that's the music that plays when you're selecting a character.
Yeah.
Like most games would be like, select your character, and it'd be like, to prepare for a fight. And Marvel vs. Capcom said, nah, we want this jazzy chick to sing you up.
I wanna take you for a ride.
And people, that is the entire soundtrack of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I don't know what kind of crazy ass cocaine parties they were having over at Capcom when they made this, but somebody was like, yo, listen, I got an idea for this game, right? Like, you're going to fight people from Capcom and people from Marvel. So you could have, like, Ryu fighting Wolverine or Ken fighting, I don't know, I was about to say Julie. That's not her name. Or Ken fighting Morgan from Darkstalkers, or you can have a Sentinel fighting Mega Man. Like, it all makes sense. They're like, yeah, it sounds crazy as fuck, John. I'm glad you're just pulling back a little bit on the coke. So what should we do with the music? Like, we need to have like high energetic, high flowing music, maybe some electronics going on, maybe some bombastic drums.
And he's like, I'm gonna take you for a ride.
Jazz. Like, jazz? How is that going to work? I don't know. But I will give it this. There are a lot of memorable songs from that game. Obviously, the character select screen is infamous for what it is because it's so fucking weird. But this song is my favorite one. Again, another jazz song that's happening while you're fighting on a river. Where it's just a woman singing about a bad relationship while I'm throwing Hadoukens at people.
Nobody to dry your eyes. Drive me crazy. But I won't let you go. Excite me.
It's like some shit you'd hear on Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, all right, that would fit there, but like not while I'm trying to choke out somebody as Guile. No, it's just weird.
Not X-Men.
Yeah, it's weird. It's goofy, but I love it. Like I don't forget that song. Like second, like I think every song on that soundtrack, you could hear it and be like, all right, I know what game that is. And again, it's good music. It's great music actually. And it's a fantastic game. Some people consider it the best fighting game of all time. Me, personally. But neither of them go together. They don't go together well, but somehow it happened.
Yeah.
Capcom, I don't know who had this idea. I'm pretty sure he's dead right now from cocaine overdose, probably while playing this game. Nobody to try your eyes. I won't let you go. Chill, buddy, chill. So yeah, those are our choices for games that have great music and great gameplay or fun gameplay or decent gameplay, but neither of them go together. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about what you choose. Obviously, you probably sided with us because we let you hear what goes on in Zone of the Enders and Sonic Colors and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Prince of Persia. But I want to know if there's something that obviously we missed a bunch. But let us know what your number one is because I am very interested. Anybody got one they can think of right now? I'm pulling to the crowd. Anybody? Nobody? Useless. All of them useless. An intern of all people didn't have shit. Shut up. You know? God damn it, Walter.